Now, in this era of online recording, especially at the moment due to the coronavirus pandemic, there are people who are recording stuff for contribution on somebody else's tune, sometimes with an iPhone. But there are other people who say, well, I can't do that because it's not going to be any good. Well, today I'm going to offer a very basic comparison between the microphone on this and this microphone, which is the AKG C414. It's kind of £800, very, very nice microphone, the Swiss Army knife of microphones in any recording studio on planet Earth. It's a lovely mic. Now, I'm going to record something and I'm going to set the video going on this as if I was recording a video of my own singing. So I've got the front camera open, there we go, so I might hold this up and be singing something that then I can send to somebody else. So I'm going to set that going, and at the same time I'm going to set this recording. There we go. Switch the metronome off. And there's 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and I'm going to start this. So I'm going to say something, sing something, just a few different things. This is a comparison between the AKG C414 and the iPhone SE, which is frankly an unfair comparison. Summertime and the living is easy. And they all said good night. Okay, a few different things there, slightly odd, but I'm just going to play this back. Summertime and they all said good night. So from the AKG, as you would expect, you would have a very clean recording. Now, I've got the video here on my phone. This is a comparison between the AKG C414. I'm just going to airdrop this up to my Mac, take the video off it, leaving just an audio file. So there it is. It's hopefully going up there very shortly. There we go. Sent. My goodness me. The wonders of modern technology. Go to my Finder and downloads. There it is. 7316. Just check that's the right one. This is a comparison. There we go. You can hear the mic sort of a bit honky there. I was quite close to it. Of course, there's no pop shield on that one. I'm going to edit that. I'm going to remove the video, leaving just the audio, which I'm going to save as something. iPhone SE test. iPhone, spelt, looks slightly different language, eh? Okay, so get rid of that. Now I'm going to, on the second track of Logic, I'm going to import that recording that I've just made. There it is, test, and just line it up with the other, with the computer. If I just go in slightly better there. Interesting. Oh yes, it's just the volume. Now notice the iPhone has given a louder output level. That's because it's compressed, and that's what some people think, well, I can't possibly make a recording with this thing. But if you're a vocalist and you are an engineer mixing vocals, the first thing you'll do is to apply a compressor to those vocals. So actually it's not hugely different. Summertime. Okay, they're playing back roughly the same. Now, I'm going to just listen to I'm just going to just pick the word summertime. There we go. And I'm going to set that in a loop, but I'm going to compare the two things. So let's just, for example, mute the AKG. We're going to listen to the iPhone first, and then I'm going to bring the AKG mic in. Summertime, 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 summertime. Now, as you'd expect from a microphone of this quality, it's much, much more refined. Now, however, if I put a compressor on my AKG microphone here, I'm going to set a ratio of perhaps 5:1 with a reasonably low threshold. You can see it responding to my voice at the moment, because it is in fact going through the computer. I'm just going to switch off the input monitor there so it doesn't play with the narration of this recording. And once again, I'm going to play the things back. So here is the iPhone first. Summertime. And now for the AKG. Summertime. So they're roughly the same level now. Now you can hear that there's quite a presence boost on this. But I ask you, is the iPhone really preventing you from contributing to somebody else's recording if you don't have any decent recording equipment. Don't know, is it? Now, for rock and pop vocals, I would say certainly not. You can use this. You really can. If of course, it's something that requires a lot more fidelity. Let's say it's a violin or something. You're playing something quietly and you want it to be quite gentle, then perhaps not. But the main consideration when using this to contribute on somebody else's record is that you should be in a fairly dead space. So if you're going to record with an iPhone, record in a bedroom. Maybe there's sheets and curtains and carpets rather than a kitchen where there's tiles and floorboards and other hard surfaces. So you've got to be mindful of, well, you have to be mindful of recording anywhere. But this, I think you'll agree, is rather capable. Really can be used quite effectively. Now, if we listen to the other little bits that I recorded, just to check those as well. Here is the AKG C414 from the beginning. This is a comparison between the AKG C414 and the iPhone SE. This is a comparison between the AKG C4... You could hear when I did the P of comparison, I was quite close to this mic. However, if you could put something like this in front, a piece of stocking over this. Now, of course, if you're videoing at the same time, that would look a bit weird. But if you're just using it for recording purposes, a sheet of toilet paper between you and the mic would be all that's needed just to stop that sort of thing happening. So you really can improvise quite a lot. So, and just for the last phrase, where I spoke really quietly, and they all said... so here is the AKG 414 first. And they all said good night. Very Radio 2. For those outside the UK, that's the channel where you speak softly. And they all said good night. See, that's not half bad from the iPhone. So, is this really stopping you? I don't think it is.